now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. .102. Welcome to EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. It's Joaquin Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach Kubusch, Benny Blanco from the Bronx, all with you today on a great Wednesday. It is supposed to be really hot out there. The clouds kind of hopefully they can go away here by the time we're done the show, but a very nice day. It's going to get the weather's going to take a dip here for the next 4 or 5 days. So enjoy today. 2 games on tap in the NHL. We'll get to that as well, but we're going to break down the Oilers' enormous win in game 1 over the Vegas Golden Knights, doubling them up 4-2 to Joaquin. We're also going to have Hernand's World presented by Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. It's going to be a fun little topic. Koob kind of came up with it, so it's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun with that. And Inside the Numbers at 2 o'clock. We try to get a guest, Joaquin. No one wants to join us.
That's okay. There's lots to talk about. We can do this.
Actually, we might have an Edmonton Elk on. I'm
really?
Waiting for confirmation. Royce Metier, who I asked for earlier in the season, and he couldn't do it. So we're going to see, because they started rookie camp today at 9 a.m. They're off the field now. They'll return tomorrow, but it's going to be a fun show. Lots to get to. Gager, how about this? People want to hear La Bamba, right? We said after the first win and after the series win, right? Should we do it for likes, though?
Oh, yeah. It has to always be for likes.
How many?
150.
150 and we sing La Bamba?
Well, 150 and you sing La Bamba.
Okay, I'll meet you. How about we do 175?
What are you, Koob?
What? He's just looking. Koob had one of the funniest jokes today off air. I was cried. He's such a beat. 175 and you'll hear La Bamba perform live. Let's go. The Oilers won. Everybody's feeling good. CFL camps are on their way. Oh, and there's lots to get to. F1 news. Colapinto's going to drive for Alpine. We got the Cowboys acquiring Pickens. We got Steph Curry out. There's so much to get to. Toronto looks to take a 2-0 lead. Anthony Stolarz is out for the game.
Okay.
So that's big news as well. And then Winnipeg, Dallas, going to be good. Looks like Scheifele will play. Robertson and Scheifele game time decisions.
So they're both playing.
They're both going to play. Exacto mundo. So 175 and we play La Bamba. We're only 155 away right now, which is absolutely fantastic. But Gager, let's, first of all, hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Hit that thumbs up, the subscribe. We're at 12K. The guys hit it in the morning. 12K subscribers,
yes,
which is great. Hit us up on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. If you're listening on iHeart, TuneIn, radio apps, Edmonton Sports Talk, we appreciate you tuning in. Just come on over to YouTube, slam that thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, go to Play Alberta. If you go to promo code 100 Casino, all you need to do is deposit 20 and you'll get $100 casino bonus. You can do the same for a free bet on sports with a $20 deposit. All you need to do is promo code 100sports and then enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. Joaquin, I know you were cautiously optimistic about this series, but what did you take away from game 1 where I thought the Oilers pretty much dominated for most of it?
Look, everyone needs to grab an ice pack, put it on the genitalia. A little bit too horny here, okay? Well, what we saw last night was a team playing really good and a team not so good, all right? And, like, look at the other series, too. And I know this has been mentioned before, but the first thing that went through my mind is when you have a player of the caliber of Alex Pietrangelo, and even if you look over to the Leafs series, like Ekblad out, when you lose one of those pillars on your team, you're not the same.
Yeah.
And the series far from over. I know you have the Oilers winning like sweeping or something ridiculous. But you're going to see a completely different Las Vegas Golden Knights team tomorrow night. But saying that, Oilers played really well throughout the whole lineup. And the way that Nabla is working the dark arts and finding things throughout everybody's contributing. And when you can get everyone on the same page like that and playing above their standard level, they're going to be a tough team to go up against. And they found ways to break a little bit of the hill wall.
Yeah.
And
because I thought he was good up until the Hyman goal. He was playing really well.
That was, I think it was kind of screened and the stick in the way, like hard to pick up. But great shot by Hyman. Don't get me wrong. And then and Brown abused him on that one. But here's what I don't like about Aiden Hill's game, and it's the same thing I complained about with Mike Smith. When you have a guy of that size, that stature, and that kind of ability to move around in the crease, I don't know why they stay so deep in their net.
Yeah.
You know? Because if there is a play where he's really good getting to the spot and being under control. But once you start reaching from back there, you're just exposing yourself way too much.
You know what, Joaquin, we were at BP's Westgate, and the Oilers went down 2-0 on the first goal, a double deflection. Second goal, Perry played it horribly. But for me, like, I remember talking to Eric and Dusty, and I'm like, guys, the Oilers are fine. I think they're gonna pull this off. And I remember my nephew texted me after the second. He goes, man, what a period! But they just needed that goal. I said, don't worry, they'll get it in the third. Only team in NHL history, Joaquin, with 5 straight comeback wins. That's crazy. Like, they're the comeback old guys. We can't call them the kids.
I know, okay. You're taking credit for all this.
No.
It's like you're Febrezing the Oilers right now.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, I felt a lot of people, Penner's Pancake said it on the Oilers stream, like, I don't think a lot of people were nervous yesterday at 2-0.
Oh, no.
I think a lot of people were like, hey, man, these guys will come back from anything.
Well, because they've done it in the past. Of course. You always think they would score and put the Knights on their heels. Spency 5 cents a hill wall. It's called a retaining wall. Yes, you are right. So break the retaining wall. That's a good one. I like it.
Penner's Pancakes. If that Hyman goal goes in on Skinner, the chat is erupting. It's same thing. I mean, if you look at the Leon goal, if that goes in on an Oilers goalie, it's a terrible goal, but we're saying, what a play by Leon to recognize the angle of the pad. Unreal. Bouchard became the second fastest defenseman in NHL history to reach 50 career playoff assists. The other, obviously, the great Bobby Orr. And I thought the whole decor was good yesterday.
Really, really good.
Like, Wallman broke up 2 great plays by the Vegas Golden Knights in the second period.
Yeah, that was the first period. Wasn't the one where he intercepted the pass on the 2-on-1?
You're right, yeah. Wallman was good. Climberg, his passing is just unreal right now. I thought they were good.
He's like, there's not a lot of D-men that can move the puck at that distance, tape to tape, hitting guys in stride.
I don't know if you watch postgame, but he has new hips and he has new teeth.
Really?
Yeah, they asked him about it. He goes, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but you'd think he'd wait till after the playoffs.
Do you get a deal on that?
Who, the Climberg?
Yeah.
Probably.
If you get your hips done, you get free teeth?
Free dental work. It's part of the Oilers benefits package. What else do we have from the game?
Hey, what's this? I hate the Oilers. I'm wearing an Oilers Bond spiel. They played good. That's what this is in French.
No, but you're keeping it calm. You're rational. And listen, Vegas is going to be better.
Oh,
they had 1 shot, Gager, in the second period.
Come on, yeah.
They had 6 in the third, man. Like the Oilers. I don't know if it was a combination of the Oilers being really good and them sucking really bad, but I just, and listen, we got to be fair here. The loss of Alex Pietrangelo yesterday due to illness, it's a big one.
Huge.
I still think the Oilers win, but
it's at Comey.
Oh, 100%. Did Hernan just say Bush is as good as Orr? No, Matt Hyman. That's not what I said. I said he's just second. Stop it. Let's see here. What else do we got? Yeah, they're a team and I was looking at on X, and there was a lot of other media from outside Edmonton, Vancouver, and they're like, damn, the Oilers look good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like, this team is flying right now. Like, just the Connor Brown goal alone, man. Like, to undress Shea Theodore and then beat Adin Hill. And the only thing Vegas can take away from this game is special teams. They were 1 for 3 and they killed off both Oiler power plays. That's probably the only positive they can look at.
Yeah, that first power play did not look good.
Oh, no, it did not. And like I said, I just think I think Dusty was talking about it on the Oil Stream. Is this the team of destiny? Like they just, you know what I liked a lot, and Tommy brought it up last night. Like their
team of destiny.
Their demeanor after games, like they're been here, done that. We won one game, big whoop. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I looked at Connor Brown's face afterwards, and usually I don't like when guys don't celebrate goals. Right? It's like it's a little arrogant, but I found that the look on his face was more like pissed off than anything else. And I liked, and he did that little subtle stop in front of their bench, kind of a little bit of a bat flip, same as a bat flip. That would piss the other team off. I'm sure Vegas took note of that, but I like it. But they're acting like a team that's mad even about last year losing, if that makes sense. Like Brown scoring that goal to me was like, okay, let's get rid of these guys and get going here. That's how I felt watch. And even on the bench, it wasn't big celebrations. It was more like a little bit of a mean on with everyone else, which was great. I think it's good. I think that the whole experience of last year is starting to bubble to the surface again, and knowing that you don't want to have to go through that another time.
Yeah.
All those feelings. Because a lot of these guys went through it all together, right?
Yeah, and it's tough, man. And you saw their start in the regular season. It could have been effects of that too. I thought that line with Stone, Eichel, and with Karlsson, I thought they were pretty good on the night.
Oh, yeah.
They had some looks.
Yeah, I mean, Stone, the first goal, unbelievable hands. Second goal, like for him to realize where to put that puck, go 5-hole. It's very difficult to beat an NHL goalie 5-hole.
Yeah.
And he managed that. Great game by him. There was the guy that I thought that because Perry kind of went out of the way, and those are the two X factor guys I think in this series that can make a huge difference because they're somewhat of the same type of player. And then you see Perry get the Oilers on the board with a play that a guy with experience scoring goals is going to do. Yeah, most guys bury that right into the chest of Adin Hill, and the Vegas Golden Knights get a ton of juice. Instead, he puts him in the corner and tucks it in. That's an unbelievable goal.
For me, I think the Vegas Golden Knights got to stop messing around and just get what's his name, Colasar off the top six. He's not that kind of player.
No, who was when they played them 2 years ago? It was who was his line? Carrier and Colasar, and who was the other guy? Like they were a menace. Could have been. But that's who they were putting out against the McDavid line, right? And they just I don't know. They're a different team.
Because did you notice Riley Smith? I didn't.
No. You know what I did notice is I think who the Knights miss a lot is that Chandler Stevenson.
Yeah, that's a good one. Tommy brought him up.
Really?
Yeah. Chandler Stevenson. I think Marchessault's a big one too.
Yeah.
Because they had that line with Riley and Karlsson.
Yeah.
They played together since the team was formed, right? So, yeah, I obviously Vegas is going to bring better because they were pretty bad. Only 7 shots in the final 40 minutes is not good enough. You're going to get a bounce back from Adin Hill. Did you like Pickard?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Who was it? Jake Allen had a great breakdown in between.
Okay.
He was talking about, because I believe Ron McLean asked how do you stay in it when you're not busy, right? It was like 1 shot in the first 10 minutes. So it's difficult. And they showed him, Calvin Pickard is a good puck handler, a puck handling goaltender.
Better than Skinner.
Yeah, way better. Yeah, but Skinner, put some tape on your stick. Jeez, but those are one of the ways to keep in the game. Like there was little things. I always tell goalies when they are in those types of situations, there's a few things that you want to do because you're just in your own thoughts, which isn't always the best thing. But, the puck comes to you, right? So if Pickard's stopping it, making sure beforehand, okay, who's out there? Bouchard and Nurse. They're both left and right. Right? How am I going to set it up so if Bouchard comes on this side, where am I going to set the puck up so he can take it on his forehand and go out easily the other way? Right?
Yeah.
So you're thinking ahead of time to try to just little subtle things that keep you in the game. Okay, they've changed. Who's out? Okay, if it comes on the left, I got to leave it off the boards. If it's on the right, I got to keep it against the boards. It's easier for them. So just there's little things that you can do. But Pickard was the way he moved the puck to guys, backhand sauces back, and it was good.
Back to the Skinner and the tape thing. Can you think of a reason why he doesn't like the tape on the stick? Is there like something why he doesn't tape it better?
You're not like the only guys that put a few wraps of tape on their stick should be guys that score 45 to 55 goals a year.
Yeah.
Because they score.
Yeah.
Okay. They can do whatever they want. Tape on your stick, because when guys shoot it, there's a spin on it. And if it just hits that fiberglassy slick stuff, it's not going to stop it as much. No. And that like behind the net, how many times do you see it hit his stick and it bounces? Yeah. Right? It's just, I don't know why he doesn't tape his stick.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. But listen, the way Pickard's Pickard hasn't been unreal. Like, oh my, he's stealing but he's been so solid, giving you the save when you need it. That for me, I know Knobloch said yesterday that Skinner will probably play at some time in this series. I don't see how and why. I really don't. Unless the Oilers go in the pooper and lose like 3 straight.
Well, after the first 2 goals, you're thinking, ooh.
Yeah, that's you know what? Because I was thinking at BP's, I go, if they get the next one, he might get pulled.
Well, I was thinking that too, but then I thought, you know what? It's game 1. You can't be that trigger happy that early. And the first goal, you got to be lucky to stop it. Second goal, it's a mano-y-mano thing. It would be nice to stop that one. But he made some, there was no other rebounds.
Yeah.
Right. He didn't give you the feeling that he was struggling in net. Right?
No.
He was always solid. There was not a lot of swimming or anything like that. So I think the one time he did overplay it a little bit, but it was fine. Didn't.
Yeah. I mean, he only faced 7 shots in the last 40 minutes. But
great.
He stopped them. We'll continue to break down the game. We'll look at some of the goals coming up in the next segment. Hernand's rolled 140 inside the numbers at 205 as we're with Zach Kubusch. We're with Benny Smalls in the house as he continues his second day of practice. Third day of practicum, and we'll get the boys' thoughts on the game as well. All coming up here on EST Afternoons. Reminder that the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. We're back after the break. Here's Koob Sports Update.
Games at the NHL slate. Game 2, Florida. Toronto shakes down Anthony Stolarz. Is out for the Leafs after he took an elbow from the head of Florida's Sam Bennett yesterday. Joseph Wall gets a start with Toronto up 1-0 in the series. Elsewhere, Winnipeg's Mark Scheifele, Josh Morrissey, and Logan Stanley are game-time decisions for Game 1 against Dallas. On the other side, Miro Heiskanen is ruled out tonight with Jason Robertson listed as a game-time decision for the Stars. While back in Edmonton, rookie camp is getting underway. The Elks have signed 3 players, including 2 players drafted in this year's draft in the 3rd round from the University of BC, and running backs Isaiah Knight and defensive back Jermaine Dobbs. The other moves saw fullback Skylar Griffith getting a deal. Meanwhile, Zach Collaros of the Blue Bombers has been suspended for 1 game after he failed to respond to a drug testing request. On the court, the Knicks and Celtics throw down for Game 2. New York leading 1-0 before the Nuggets tip off with the Thunder in Game 2. OKC trailing in the series. And after an 8-3 loss to the Angels yesterday, Toronto and LA rematch for first pitch just after 7:30. Right now, there's 3 games underway, seeing the Brewers and Astros going at it in the bottom of the 8th. It's the Astros leading 6-1. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, and whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. More Oilers talk with the boys brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Craving a late night snack? Hit the Banquet for our new late night happy hour. Sunday to Thursday, 9 p.m. till close. Try favorites like sweet and spicy lettuce wraps or our Banquet burger and fries, all at happy hour prices. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
Time out, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place, anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Downsizing, upsizing, or staging your home to sell? Sentinel Storage is Edmonton's team for affordable storage solutions. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Sentinel Storage, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
It's 125. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk, live from the William Huff Studios. Only 86 thumbs up. Looks like there will be no Pamba today. No La Bamba. Hammer that thumbs up if you'd like. Hit us up on the Nats chat or the River Cree inbox 780-218-9999. 2 games on tap today in the NHL playoffs. Toronto, Florida at 5 o'clock, 7:30. I think it's going to be a great series. Dallas and Winnipeg. So it sounds like Robertson, Scheifele will be in. Both coaches wouldn't commit to it, but they took line rushes in the top 6. So that's a pretty good indicator that they will play tonight.
Is Chief Andy being a smartass?
I think so.
Didn't I say you have to be lucky to stop that?
Yeah, he did.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's Chief Andy for you.
All right, well.
Be better, Chief Andy. Be better. Because if that was Skinner, they would be blaming him. And it was when I first saw it, the double deflection, I'm like,
you're not. Did I talk like I would have stopped that? Did you get that from me at all?
No. You said it was a tough one, and then you said the second one was mano a mano. You would want to stop, but it's a tough one.
Yeah, I didn't say I would stop either of those. Jackass.
All right, we're gonna damn it, we're over 100 already.
We're 104. We're getting close. 204. If the other 100 would just hit it, we can have the soothing sounds of Hernan.
And Benny's gonna join in on ba ba ba. So it's going to be great. Can you put up my video there, young Koob? Sure. All right, let's get to it. I just want to, this guy right here, man. I'm going to circle him. Oop, nope, that's not circling him. Sorry, guys. I got to do it here.
Oh, here we go.
Look at this pass by Johnny Climberg, okay? This is why he got the player of the game for me yesterday.
Okay.
Gager. So let's roll it. Look at this dart, man.
Just tape.
What a finish. Watch that again. But it all starts with Johnny Climberg, man.
I'd like you to do a little bit more telestrating stuff and maybe make the
right here.
Can you make the font?
Stop it right there.
Yeah. And then you got to have little things like a smiley face and then come back. Boom, boom, boom. Look at Hill. Like Hill was great move to get over there. Like he was perfect. But Perry with the elite finish, recognizing the goalies right there and just tucking it in. Surrounded by knights. What a goal.
And Perry makes up for it because he was brutal in the second goal, right? Just brutal. So
left the feet and swimming. That I hate.
Yes, sir. Okay, this one's the game winner. Just again, another Johnny Climberg pass to start it. Boom. Kaner with a beauty, and then just the finish is just phenomenal.
Yeah, and I like when Hyman's feeling it. Like I find that he picks his spot because if you watch the follow through on his stick, he's really trying just to place. Like I think he's actually taking a little bit off this shot.
Climberg here once again.
To actually place it. Oh, I like that. Good.
I like that.
Put an arrow. Where did he pass? Hernand? Where did he go? Right there.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. I like it.
And then I think it's Nuge to Kane.
Chip, Kane. Through the legs too.
Yeah.
Right? Tape to tape. And watch. So he doesn't really completely, like he's really placing that thing. Yeah. And as you can see, Hill's a little bit screened, but great placement with that shot.
Just great.
But see, look where he is. Stop it. Stop it right there. Go back. Can you go back?
Of course I can.
Okay, so we'll look at where Hill is. This is where if it was a Oilers goalie, I would one more step out. Okay. You know?
He's too deep.
He's too deep. Right? If
you want him more out here.
At least heels. Yeah. Like there's no can you play it again?
Yeah, of course.
So watch. And just if you watch where Hill is on this, like he gets it.
I'll stop it right here.
I guess there's someone coming to the middle a little bit. So maybe he's worried about but I would be, look, you can see his feet are in the blue paint. One more step out right there.
You want him about here, right?
Yeah. Okay. One more step out. You're still in good position for the rebound or the shot pass or what have you. But you got to honor the shot there, right? One more step out. It might just hit you in the shoulder.
Yeah. So. No, that's good. That's excellent. I'm loving this. All right. And this is the Connor Brown. I just wanted to see it again. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm going to start blocking some of these people. If there's no point am I saying I'm going to stop any of these shots. All right. So
stop it. Connor Brown, just a brilliant. I wanted you to look at his celebration. I think he stops right in front of the Vegas.
Yeah.
Boom.
This is what I taught.
Right there.
See ya.
And then just beauty.
See, but this is, if you look at his face, they show his face. Like, look at that face. That's a face of saying, screw you guys.
Yeah. Conor McDavid, I'm freaking Connor Brown.
Yeah. He gets the toe caps pointed the other way and boom.
Boom.
He's been trying that move for a while. I think he was putting it high a few times in the previous series. What a move. And then he kept it nice and low just over the pad. Hill kind of commits it early. I would have had that one.
Yeah, you would have.
I would have. Because I wouldn't have committed early, you jackasses.
We can go back to us. I had really fun drawing and draw a little bit more. I can't wait till the CFL season. Dude, that was a joke, says Hanzo 1973. Yeah, they're just bugging, you know.
It's okay.
Hernan, a regular John Madden with the telestrator.
You need to, can you change colors?
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like we need a legend on the side for shots, passes, hits. We gotta work on this thing.
Best celly ever from Broseph. Laughed my little butt off. He says
the fact that he full stops up one skate right in front of the bench, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
Just man, that was such a sexy game. Connor is 50th all-time in playoff scoring, 4 points behind Jumbo Joe, Lafleur, and Shanahan, 8 points behind Kane, 14 behind Chelios Marchand, 16 behind Ovi, 30 behind Hal, Bossy, and that comes in. No name on that one. Give us your name so we can give you some credit there. I mean, Connor and Leon are just putting up amazing numbers. Boosh who's kind of settled down defensively. It's been a while since we've had to show him on highlights, lowlights, Joaquin, because he was a regular contributor to that segment.
Yeah,
we should probably pay him.
It is, dare to say, is Bush finding playoff Bouchard for him?
He might, man. Revenge tour?
Not a why is it a revenge
No,
tour?
but for the Oilers, they beat Vegas for 2 years ago.
Okay.
Right? They beat Winnipeg when they got swept in the all-Canadian
if
COVID
Winnipeg
season.
wins, you mean?
Yeah, and then Florida for last year.
Think Florida's going to beat the Leafs?
Well, I picked the Leafs in 7. So
Did you?
yeah.
We'll see tonight. It'll be different tonight.
You think so? Does Bennett score?
Oh, man. Can you imagine?
I've never seen an outrage for this Bennett brush. Like I saw, I think Steve Dangle's his name. He's a big Toronto guy. He went off. Like, it was a brush, guys. Like, what's everybody talking about? Like, we need to give this a rest. Oh, and then, so this is a good one. And that's why we love Paul Maurice, eh?
Oh, yeah.
So this is from Chris Johnson, who joins Dusty. He said, funny exchange between Paul Maurice and Mark Masters, who covers the Leafs. Masters asked about the Toronto crowd, and Maurice said, are they bringing their skates? Like, are they going to be on the ice? Are they going to do something about it? Like, come on, let's go.
That's good.
That's good. But, I mean, Toronto, I mean, if they can pull this one out, they're in good shape.
Oh, yeah.
You have any feeling Winnipeg, Dallas tonight?
Yeah, it's weird, right? Because, well, if Scheifele's back, that's good. Robertson's back on the other side, so that kind of evens out. Two of the best goalies in the game going at it, so that's interesting. Oof. Yeah, I who can carry the momentum from, like, Winnipeg's got to be feeling really good about themselves, and getting the extra day helps a little bit, because that emotional high that they were on, there's going to be a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
So,
can they take that emotional high into this game, or it's a completely different?
So. Yeah,
okay.
you kind of just flip the switch to move on to the next one, because it's a different animal, right?
Max Bezuzu, guys, don't count your chickens before the horse.
What?
I think, yeah. I was pretty excited last night on postgame. I might have said something. No, I think the Oilers are winning this series.
What did you say?
I said it's over.
Oh, geez.
But I was pumped. I apologize. Koob.
You have too many wings. You have too many wings.
I had some
you?
hot wings.
Oh, so
That's
furnace,
why the Latino hate came out.
the Latino furnace was stoked.
It's cooking.
Your thoughts and Benny Small's thoughts on the game last night.
Man, it's surprising to see a Game 1 performance like that from the Oilers. I really thought when they were down 2-0 that they were, that they weren't out of the game necessarily, but because of the history of Game 1s that they have, to be able to bounce back like that for the following 40 minutes after the first period and only allow 2 even strength shots from the Golden Knights is absurd. For a defensive core without Matthias Ekholm to play like that is just amazing. The depth pieces like Connor Brown still stepping up, Corey Perry being an absolute veteran of the game. That's exactly the kind of game you want to see from the Oilers. And I knew they had momentum coming in from that Kings series, but that game was unlike any other I've probably seen all season from the team. So to come out like that in Game 1, to go up 1-0.
Was that better than their Game 5 game against Kings?
Arguably so.
I think so.
Arguably
Well, they were pretty good in that one.
Game 5.
3-1 win in LA.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like the same, eh?
Yeah, they were pretty similar.
Because everyone was going again. It's good.
Benny Smalls, thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, me and the Koob were talking last night, and I honestly didn't really, be flat on honesty, I didn't really believe they were going to win last night. Just mainly because of their history. Like, they always lose in Game 1, but like that's a fair comparison for Game 5 against LA and to last night. Like that was great, and I mean, like all the doubts about this team going into playoffs, I think those have been silenced a little bit with the emergence of Connor Brown, and I'm like. I was talking with Reed earlier, you could argue that Klingberg's been the second best defenseman on this team. I truly believe it. Like his hips have been looking better than ever. Passes are incredible. Like he's filled in for Ekholm, it feels like, and the Oilers decor doesn't look like it's short a guy right now. So this it's looking really good right now. I wouldn't agree with you where it's over, but if you're an Oilers fan, you got to be liking where they're at right now.
Yeah, it's great, and I think a lot of people felt like you too, like where it was one of those things where, some people thought they were going to lose last night, right? And it's just the way they kind of roll, right?
I didn't think they were going to get blown out, but I thought they would battle back and it'd be too little, too late, and that time of thing, right? So,
yeah, it's just crazy. Climberg's been great. Could be the new teeth. You can finally eat things that you probably couldn't without.
Yeah,
right.
Enough with the protein shakes.
EST analysts wrote off Pickard, Climberg, and Brown. Now they're all just jumping ship. Stop flip-flopping. Be better, ST. Chief Andy, I think everybody was calling off Climberg, so don't act like you were the smart one and you thought Climberg was going to be this good. Sorry. And Connor Brown, he's like Janmark. They're playoff performers. And no one was writing off Pickard. We just all said they were probably going to start with Skinner, and they did. And Skinner pooped the bed in 2 games.
I said they should have started with Pickard, but
yeah. So let's not pretend that everybody thought Climberg was going to be great, because when in the LA series, when I said Climberg is going to draw in, the nasty chat was like, "Is that better?" Sorry,
but though we said that his touch will be a welcome change. His ability to move the puck. We were just worried about the mobility. He seems to be getting around just fine. Yeah. It's like Shakira.
And I have no issue saying Connor Brown in the regular season. Yeah, I don't think he's been good enough in the last 2 past regular seasons. Playoffs, different story. Same with Matthias Janmark. Same with Arvidsson. There's a lot of guys that are stepping up now.
Playoffs are different. Oh, sorry. We got to go.
No worries. Portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Make your birthday legendary at the Canadian Brew House. Epic food, killer drinks, and a vibe you can't beat. Plus, get free nachos with our app. Book your party now. The Canadian Brew House. Our house is your house. I wish we could send clips in the chat. Burden of proof. Jeez. Yeah, go ahead. I just admitted that I said Climberg, I didn't have high hopes for him. I think most of the city had the same take. Don't sit there and act like you thought Climberg was going to be this good, because no one saw this coming. No one.
They hoped.
And as far as Connor Brown, yeah, I'm not a big Connor Brown guy, but he's proving me wrong, at least in the playoffs again.
He's finally earning that bonus.
and as far as Calvin Pickard, yeah, he's been the better goalie. There's no denying that. But again, who started the playoffs? They went with Skinner, and that's what we were saying. Right or wrong, they were going to give Stuart Skinner the first chance. And the Oilers pooped the bed in the first 2 games. He's out. Pickard's won 5 straight.
You're not lying, buddy.
No, not lying. All right, we got to get to a break here. Coming up next, Hernand's Roll. We're going to have some fun as a team in the NHL unveiled their name. Gager. We're going to get thoughts on the new logo, on the new name, and then Koob and I came up with it was more Koob. I'll give Koob more credit. He came up with this idea, and we're going to have some fun with it. Hernand's World's coming up next.
You can give him credit, but you don't give me credit?
I did give you credit.
You just Febrezed everything.
We're back after the break here on EST Afternoons. Here is Koob Sports Update.
Toronto hosts Florida for Game 2. The Leafs took Game 1. Joseph Woll starts for Toronto, with Anthony Stolarz out for the game after he took an elbow to the head from Florida's Sam Bennett in their series opener. In Winnipeg, the Stars and Jets dropped the puck to kick off their series. Jason Robertson is a game-time decision for the Stars. Miro Heiskanen is ruled out tonight as well. Winnipeg's Mark Scheifele and Josh Morrissey are also game-time decisions. In the CFL, the Elks have made a couple moves for the first day of rookie camp, signing defensive back Jermaine Dobbs and running back Isaiah Knight. And back out east, Winnipeg's Zach Collaros has been suspended for 1 game, with the 36-year-old failing to respond to an off-season drug testing request. And Dave Naylor is reporting that the Packers are expected to offer a contract to quarterback Taylor Elgersma after he attended minicamp this past weekend, with Elgersma going 18th overall in last month's CFL draft. In basketball, the Knicks and Celtics open up the night at 5 o'clock with Boston trailing 1-0 in the series. After that, Denver hits the court in OKC, Nuggets winning Game 1. And from LA, the Jays and Angels rematch with Toronto losing 8-3 yesterday. Baseball has 3 games underway right now. The Giants leading the Cubs 3-0 in the 4th inning. Hernand's World for the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf and Country Club brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
You can't discount Vegas. Like, if this whole thing was reversed and it was the exact same thing on the other side, we'd be like, well, the others didn't play a good game. And, like, they'll be back. And we have to acknowledge the fact that Vegas didn't play a good game. They were not very good. And you're going to get their best at some point. I really liked the Oilers game.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for great performances is the Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leuke, family-owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leuke. We're the experts you need to know.
146. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Keep slamming that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And follow us on Apple, Spotify. Look up EST Afternoons, The Reed Wilkins Show, The Hangout, The Dustin Nielsen Show. All the shows, and just hit follow. That'd be greatly appreciated. We're going to get to Hernand's World here. Always brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Early bird golf memberships are now on sale with discounts for seniors and first responders, special rates for Sturgeon special rates for Sturgeon County residents. Enjoy GPS cards and awesome driving range deals. Inside, you can kick back and enjoy a pint or a pound of wings in their full bar and restaurant. For more information, visit egmgolf.com. Sorry, Gager, you're going to say?
No, it was just Hersey had something that I wanted to get to. He sent a text in that he liked the effort, lots of positives, but he's concerned of coming back in games. I never count them out, but the trend can't continue. Eventually, it'll catch up to them. I don't think in the way that they come back is... It's in a way that it's like a train, starts out slow.
Yeah.
And just keeps going. And then the other team just doesn't have an answer. So,
because it's not dramatic.
No, it's not trying to score with the goalie pulled. It's just so maybe you want the train to start a little bit earlier.
Sure.
But I don't mind being down a goal or two because they're probably going to at least score 2. You know,
and it's a weird thing to say, but it's almost the Oiler way. They almost get better when they're down.
It's getting to the point where you feel like, okay, yeah, the way that they play, they don't up 2, down 2. They play the same way.
Yeah,
right? That's what you want. So Hersey, don't worry about it. Anyway, sorry for
no, and I want to get this one by Raimai as well. Don't get me wrong, Pickard is the guy, but are Oiler fans on the brink of over glorifying average goaltending? I've heard countless fans say Pickard is the reason the Oilers are winning, but fail to realize that the depth has been top notch.
That's part of the depth, though.
Yeah,
your 1B guy is in there winning 5 games in a row. That is part of the depth of the team.
Sure, but I guess what he's saying is like it's not Pickard stealing these 5 games. It's him just being.
I don't think has anyone said that?
No. But some fans are like it's all Pickard. It's not. It's he's a part of it, right? Like you said, he's doing his part.
I'm all about goalie love, but that's a little bit too much love.
All right. So today, guys, the Utah. I'm gonna miss the Utah Hockey Club. They will be known as the Utah Mammoth. Can you put up my video again, screen there, buddy? This is the new logo. What do you think, Joaquin?
So I like it. Looks good. Looks mean. You know, looks fast, aerodynamic. I like the mountains in the back.
Do you like the name?
Mammoth?
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Wasn't my first choice. I would have preferred Yeti, but they can't do it. Right?
I wanted to go Utah Utes.
The Utes? The 2 Utes?
The 2 Utes?
No, man, I like it. I think it's really cool. It's good for marketing with stuffies and things, and the fact that they've found mammoth DNA and are actually injecting it into actual elephants is cool. I have no problem with it, but would I have? I do like the mountains in the background on the head of it,
like right here.
Yeah, yeah, right there, buddy. And the eye looks pretty cool. Yeah, just what do you think?
I like it, man.
I mean,
I'm not a big logo jersey guy, but I think it's great. I know the morning guys broke it down real good.
Yeah.
But I like it. I think it's great. I did like the Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah.
But this is, I mean, good for. I love the logo. Okay, is this fair? I love the logo more than the name.
Yeah, that could happen. Okay. Yeah, I heard. I was driving my daughter to school. It sounded like Trev took mushrooms and looked into this.
But he knocked it out of the park, though.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I was
He
like,
saw
damn.
all the symbolism. It was like a Dan Brown novel. This logo.
And they also combined like they had 3 logos previous to that because they had the mammoth and then it was the Yeti or whatever like that. Yeah. The Sasquatch or the Wasatch or whatever. So I have 3 of the logos up there right now. A couple of them were actually from the video game, like the NHL video game.
Really?
The Outlaws was one of the names. So that cowboy that you see there was, I know they're mock-up logos. Like they're not going to commission somebody to make a brand new logo and that's not going to be their team name. It's a waste of money, kind of like my hockey cards. So they also had the Mammoth logo there, but they combined 2 of them. So if you look at like the Yeti or whatever in the middle of that the screen, the Sasquatch or whatever, it has the mountainous kind of ridges to it, which is the Wasatch Mountain Range or whatever. And then they combined it with the Mammoth. So it's really cool how they actually made the logo. They got the little M and the shape of the Utah state itself a little bit like that. Tusks up or whatever they're.
Yeah,
what's the saying?
That's cool.
I don't know what it is. Pretty dope.
No,
that's good. That's good. Koob.
I like it. I like it a lot. You couldn't. I like the Sasquatch logo too, but how do you the Sasquatches? That's too much.
All right. So in honor of the Utah Mammoth, we're gonna go with if we were starting an Edmonton sports franchise here in this city, can't use any of the names or past names. Let's just leave it at that. What would you name an Edmonton franchise if you were in charge? We can all chime in on this one.
You're asking me this without
Koob. We'll start with Koob.
Okay, thank God.
Could I rattle off a few? Like I came up with quite a bit. Okay, the first name I have, the Yegg Yellow Bellied Sapsuckers. No, I'm kidding. No,
Okay,
but one
jeez.
actual one that came up was the Edmonton Trail.
Oh.
The Edmonton Trail. Yeah,
Okay.
Or the
Okay.
Yagi Oats.
The Edmonton potholes.
Oh, you're looking for something like that. Yeah.
The Edmonton Oilman.
But that's the
That's
Oilers.
too close.
No, but you just play off it, right?
Yeah. I don't really have to think about this. I don't know what you.
How about the Edmonton Snowshoe Hares?
Yeah, see the yellow-bellied sapsucker. Yeah, the Edmontonsauruses or whatever. There's a dinosaur called the Edmontonosaurus. That's too long though. The trash pandas. That one's probably already taken though. I'm kind of thinking, that minor league baseball kind of feel to it.
I did like the Edmonton Trail.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
But what are you trailers?
Well, you have trails.
Yeah, we do have trails. What part of Edmonton, like aside from the Edmonton construction?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're constant construction zone.
The Edmonton Constructors.
Yeah.
Is there something with like the City of Champions they can do? We could do, I mean. C-Run says the Edmonton traffic cones. Quaddy says the Edmonton Northern Lights. Ooh, I like that one.
Oh, the Northern. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Right in the Pine, the Edmonton Roughnecks. Spence you 5 centsy. The Edmonton Donaires. The Edmonton Sweet Sauce.
The Edmonton Wild Roses. Because we're in Wild Rose country, right?
Yeah, that's good.
The Edmonton Plains.
The Thorns.
The Tundra.
The Tundra. The Frozen Tundra. The Edmonton Tundra.
I don't know if that works.
The Edmonton Ice. Oh, wait. Wasn't that already?
What? Yeah, we already had Edmonton Ice, didn't we?
Yeah.
What was the name? Oh, shoot. I forget now. But what kind of, usually a lot of times, because is there another, I guess there is another Falcon team, but there's so many Falcons around Edmonton, but I guess that's already taken by Atlanta.
Bones says the Edmonton Icemen.
The Icemen.
I think that's his team, probably ECHL or something like that.
The Edmonton Delayed Projects.
The Edmonton Potholes. Hey, great minds think alike there.
How about in light of the Mammoth, the Edmonton Elephants for the alliteration? Nope.
Yeah.
Like what's an
Tornadoes?
But we haven't
too close.
We haven't had one.
You had a big one though.
Yeah. Animals in Edmonton, coyotes. Well, you can't do that one because of the Arizona.
Yeah.
Huh? Red foxes.
I think Falcons is good.
The Edmonton Falcons.
Yeah, because
I kind of like that.
We're a ton. You know how many Falcons you see around here? There's tons of them.
The Edmonton bike lanes.
The bike lanes.
Ooh. I did like one when the Elks were looking for a name, the Edmonton Empire. That's not a bad one.
That's not bad. But we're not really an empire up here, are we? It's got to have something to deal with. I like the Northern Lights because we do see that.
Yeah.
I do like, but winter.
I did like the trail one.
Trail was good.
Yeah.
It's got a roll.
How about the Edmonton Snowbirds? Because we have so many snowbirds in this city that take off for winter.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But then they're gone. They don't go to games.
No, but it's like we're doing a summer league or something.
Okay.
Yeah. The Edmonton Green Onion Cakes. I knew that one was going to come. Edmonton First Picks. Thank you. Edmonton Make Edmonton Face. Edmonton Transit. The Edmonton Juggernauts. The Edmonton Dynasties.
I don't know. What about the Tomahawks? I'm just thinking of a cool logo.
The Edmonton Sunlight. That's a good one.
That's good.
Because in the summer, it's crazy. We have a lot of festivals in the city. Can we tie something in with the festivals we have in the city?
Something to do with mid-process. Like you have to have the River Valley in there. Something.
Yeah. Like the Edmonton River Valleys? River Valley?
Yeah.
The Edmonton Solars?
Solars? I think I've heard that before.
The River Kings? Who's the River Kings?
The River Hawks? It's a lot of good ones.
I like the green onion cakes. Now I'm hungry.
Yeg yodelers?
Oh, yeah. You could do some yeg stuff, right? Too. That's
the Edmonton wind, since we're so windy now.
Well,
it'd be a gust. Okay, let's get that straight.
The Edmonton Valley Men. Like that one?
The Wanderers?
Ooh, I like the Wanderers.
The Nomads?
Edmonton Yeti?
How about the Edmonton Flyers? Oh, wait, that's another team.
Doug, that says the Edmonton Accidental Beaches.
I like Big Ukes, Edmonton Valley Men. That's
a good one.
That's a good one. Good job, Big Uke. That's good.
Edmonton Jeans Principe.
Yeah.
The Edmonton Weather. Just because the weather here changes too much. That's a boring one.
Big Uke, Edmonton River Rocks. Not, well, those are all in Lieutenant Eric's backyard, aren't they?
The Edmonton Carnival. No, it's something with the festivals in the city because we have so many great ones.
You couldn't call them Alberta, though, right? It had to be Edmonton.
Edmonton Brews because we have so many breweries.
Alberta Aces with the amount of casinos we have.
Edmonton Sweet Sauce. I think we were talking about that one earlier.
Edmonton Knights. That's good.
What the
the Prairie Fires. There we go. Adam Wood. That's good. I like it.
The Edmonton Freeze from Hydro.
Yeah.
A lot of good one. I knew that one would come in. Greg, the sound guy, Edmonton Road Construction Headaches. How about Bones? Edmonton Rough Riders.
That's good.
The Edmonton Frost.
The One-Armed Bandits.
Oh, that's
that's good.
That's great. Yeah. Keep those coming into the River Korea box. 780-218-9999. Fun. Shout out to Koob for that one. He came up with that one in honor of the Utah Mammoth with their new name and their new logo. What did you think of the logo and the name as well? Let us know. Nasty Chat, River Cree, inbox 780-218-9999. And we roll along. Hour 2. We will talk some F1. We'll go around the world of sports. We will get to inside the numbers for Play Alberta as well as we continue to roll after the Oilers 4-2 win over the Vegas Golden Knights. So the vibes are good here in Edmonton. It's a beautiful day out there. We're back after the break here on EST Afternoons.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Friday and Saturday, May 9th and 10th, it's the Can-Am Sprint Car Challenge at Rad Torque Raceway. Alberta's best sprint car drivers face off against the American Rocky Mountain Sprint Cars in a methanol-burning, dirt-slinging border battle. Also in action are the modifieds, late models, mini stocks, and hobby stocks, making it a full weekend of family fun racing. The Can-Am Sprint Car Challenge at Rad Torque Raceway, just west of Highway 2 on Highway 19 at Edmonton International Airport. Get your tickets and info at radraceway.com.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Celebrate your birthday at the Banquet Bar. Enjoy great drinks, amazing vibes, and unforgettable memories. Download the Banquet app and get a free pizza pie on your birthday. Book your party today at thebanquetbar.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
With Anthony Stolarz out for the Leafs, Joseph Woll takes the crease for Toronto. Anthony Stolarz was injured in the first game in the Florida Panthers Leafs series, taking an elbow from Sam Bennett from the Panthers. Game 2 goes tonight. Leafs up 1-0 in the series. The only other game on tap, Dallas visits Winnipeg with Mark Scheifele and Josh Morrissey game time decisions for the Jets. Jason Robertson is a game time decision for the Stars, with the team also ruling out Miro Heiskanen for tonight. And the Elks have signed a trio of players: American defensive back Jermaine Dobbs, fullback Skylar Griffith, and running back Isaiah Knight getting deals. And Dave Naylor is reporting that the Packers are expected to offer a contract to quarterback Taylor Elgersma after he attended minicamp camp this past weekend. Elgersma went 18th overall in last month's CFL draft to the Blue Bombers. The NBA has 2 games. New York and Boston duke it out in Game 2 with the Knicks up 1-0 in the series before the Thunder clash with the Nuggets at 7:30. OKC is down 1-0. In baseball sees tons of action. The Jays and Angels go at it just after 7:30. 3 games are underway right now with the Giants up 3-1 on the Cubs in the top of the 6th inning. I'm Zachary Kubusch. That was your sports update. You're locked and loaded here on EST Afternoons.
It's 2:05. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk, live from the William Huff Studios, west side of the city. Thank you for joining us. If you're on the audio stream, if you're watching us live, we appreciate it. Slam that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And come on over if you're on the audio. Just hit that thumbs up. Fun little segment in Hernand's world, talking about if you could name an Edmonton franchise, what would it be? A lot of good ones still rolling in. We appreciate it. We do. We'll get to more of those as we go along here in hour 2. Reminder, Reed Wilkins, Jay Millen coming up at 3. They'll take you right up until 6. They'll have Gene Principe on. How cool is that? Yeah. New haircut. That's going to be a good show.
You think that's the reason?
That they won?
Yeah.
No, it's probably Stafford's video. That's probably the reason. How can you lose after that?
I don't know.
It's crazy. Absolutely.
That was something else.
Oh, babe. That was something else.
I love the pick of music. I wonder who picked the music.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Think Staff? Get Cash?
No.
Isn't it Johnny Cash singing that?
I think it was, yeah. It was good, though. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're at 146. We're still shy. So, yeah, we'll just leave it at that, Joaquin. We'll just leave it at that. Edmonton Elks kicked off rookie camp today at 9 a.m. They'll be on the field again tomorrow. They won't be on the field Friday. I think they're doing video sessions and all that. Vets report on Saturday. Main camp kicks off on Sunday. I'll probably stop by for a bit. See the boys, see what's up. It'd be a good time as the CFL is just around the corner. If you missed it, Franco Colapinto will take over for Jack Duhan in Alpine for the next 5 races. The Cowboys acquired Mr. Pickens from the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's pretty good trade for the Cowboys there. Steph Curry out about a week with a growing issue there, or hamstring. Can't remember which one. So that's a big blow to the Golden State Warriors. Lots to get to, but we have to get to inside the numbers for Play Alberta. You can skip the flight to Vegas because jackpots are just a tap away. Experience all the thrills of the casino right from your phone with Play Alberta. Download the app today and deposit $20 using the EST exclusive promo code 100casino for a $100 casino bonus. So make sure to do that and get your nice bonus, and you can have some fun there on Play Alberta. Joaquin, let's go inside the numbers. This was fascinating last night. My boy Swain, who's a stats guru, sent me this. The clutchness of Calvin Pickard, okay? In his 5 starts to these playoffs, in the first period, he has an .875 save percentage. He's allowed 6 goals. In the second period, he's allowed 7 goals. He's got an .816 save percentage. In the third period, combined with overtime, he's allowed 1 goal. He's got a .980 save percentage. He is the first goalie to win 5 straight playoff games since Rollison in 2006. What are your thoughts on those numbers?
So is this 5 straight playoff games coming from behind, or is it just 5 straight?
Just 5 straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the 5 straight in the playoffs is unreal.
It's unreal.
First of all,
it's hard to do, man.
Not many guys do that.
Yeah.
Right. The starts of the games. I mean, you look at the way the Oilers played. They've had these slow starts, or just gotten behind the 8 ball. Hence, they've come back in 5 straight, being down a couple goals.
Yeah.
But what you want to see, and this is what a stat that Stuart Skinner had earlier on in the season, I think, where if he lost a game, he always came back with a win. Right?
Yeah, it was like 2 months of that.
Yeah. And so here you have in the Oilers situation specifically. You have a guy that, like, I know this is a lofty comparison, so don't go crazy here, but it's Grant Fuhr-like. You get to the point, and they're just not going to get the next one to put it out of reach.
Yeah.
Right? He shuts the door at that point and locks it down. And that's playoff goaltending. And having the mental fortitude to do that. You know, maybe things don't go perfectly off the start, but to stay focused, stay within it, and make the key saves when it matters most. That's impressive. And again, I don't. Sure, maybe you look at it. He's not the best goalie out there. Like, he's not winning games for. That's not what I want to say there, because he's a huge part of it. I guess part of the depth, what I said earlier, makes more sense. But you're getting into you're getting into the deep waters where last goal kind of wins, even though it's not overtime. And he's gone up against a really good goalie in the first round, and another. Although it's just one, he won the battle against Adin Hill last night. He made saves, although there weren't many to have to make, but he did it. And Adin Hill allowed 2, where, you know, if you looked at them and the jerseys were reversed, you would say, well, you need a save there. So kudos to this guy, man. Those numbers are spectacular to me.
And your kind of comparison to a train. Like, it's the Oilers the Oilers in third period are ready to go. That's when they're at their best.
They're a locomotive then, man.
I tweeted it all yesterday. They're killers in the third period.
Yeah.
Like, they're scoring goals. They're outscoring their opponent. Your goaltender's lights out.
I liked, because I wanted to see what they looked like after they got the third goal, like the go-ahead goal. There was no sitting back.
No.
There wasn't, you know, we're trying to lock this thing down. They didn't change their style of play at all. And that's probably one of the reasons that they're in the second rounds, because the Kings refused to do this, but they never changed their game style.
There's no Jim Hiller effect.
I heard a funny story about Jim Hiller.
Oh. Is it for air?
Oh, sure, yeah. So I got to make sure here. Wait, because my buddy who I was talking to last night in town, one of my best friends, he said he played against Jim Hiller.
Okay.
And Jim Hiller played overseas, I believe. So let me just make sure. Yeah. So he says my buddy says he hates Jim Hiller. He was so glad that he didn't win, because he cross-checked my buddy, and it was the worst cross-check he's ever received in his life. Like, he went home and his wife was like, "What's wrong with your back?" Because it was like all bruised and stuff. So, but this is another thing. So Jim Hiller played in Rosenheim in the German League and the Berlin Capitals from 96 to 2002. So, or 2001. I wasn't there then. Anyway, there was a head coach, a German coach by the name of Hans Zach.
Okay.
And Hans Zach coached, his claim to fame was he beat the Canadians back. Marty Brodeur beat them like 2-1 or something like that. And his style of play was 5 guys back, sip and give them the puck, let them feel good, and then we'll score late. That's what his philosophy was. And I was like, and it worked with Germany in that case because there were some good players or whatever, but they were lucky. Right?
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, now it kind of makes sense because I was talking to my buddy about this. He goes, yeah, he was coaching just the same as Hans Zach used to do. 5 guys back. And I mean, he had success in Germany because it was, but it was funny to hear my buddy talk about how much he hated him. Yeah. So maybe there was a little German influence to his coaching.
Could be, man. Like, there's things that as a player, I think you get stuck with and you agree with, maybe the systems, but I mean, he blew it, man. I'm intrigued to see with the change at GM there if he's going to be around because he had no regrets, according to him, when he was asked. Well, we'll see what happens there, but yeah, not a good look for sure. But man, like Calvin Pickard's just been solid in the third period. Like it's an amazing stat. Since Dwayne Rollison, like that's bizarre, man. Rollison was really good. I'm trying to think Rollison when he went 5 in a row in 06. Because Detroit was back and forth. They won 4 straight against San Jose and then the first 2 games against Anaheim.
Yeah.
So so he probably has the record for that first straight for consecutive wins. Because didn't the Oilers won the first 2 in Anaheim, then didn't they win the 3rd game at home and then lose the 4th one? There's something
I can't
like that.
remember.
Because they clinched their berth to the Stanley Cup Finals in Anaheim. So,
yeah,
are we going to see a same sort of run for Calvin Pickard here? Is he the Dwayne Rollison of 2025?
Wow, Jesus! Say these things off air.
You think it's going to be bad juju for them?
No.
Basically, the counterattack from soccer, boring to watch. Yeah, talking about the systems that Jim Hiller's putting out there, right? So,
but this guy Hans Zach was, he was a psychopath. But that's how he coached, and a lot of younger German coaches, they all coached the same way.
Yeah,
and it was awful, especially on the big ice.
So Penner's Pancake says yes, they won 7 straight in 06.
Okay,
that's crazy. So Calvin Pickard can do something special here, guys. He truly can. And listen, people were pointing out his save percentage yesterday. It's not his fault. They only shot 17 times.
No,
you can't blame the goalie for that. Like,
hey, look, this is again reference to last night in between periods when Kelly Rudy and shoot, I just said his name. Goalie for
Jake Allen.
Jake Allen were talking about staying in the game. Kelly Rudy said it's way harder to stay in those types of games when you're not busy.
Yeah,
because you got to stay focused because you're going to probably face a really good shot. When you're kind of grooving and you're getting a shot every few minutes, you're staying in it. Like you're getting touches, like Jake Allen was saying. When you're just sitting there for 12 minutes and then you got a 2-on-1, it's way more difficult.
100%. Raya says Pickard is the juicy marketing of 2025. Well, I get what you're saying. It's not a bad comparison, but I'd say he's more. I get it because he's technically the backup, right?
Yeah.
But Juicy came in the final series in Game 2. He was great.
He was awesome, man.
He was awesome, man. Because I remember then it was the big thing. Do you go to Conklin or do you go to Juicy Markkinen?
Well, after Ty gave it to Brindamore behind the net or whatever, it was kind of game over.
Yeah, because Conklin came in and lost it in overtime.
Yeah. You always mess with Mac T. Because he was switching the backup every game.
Yeah, he was.
And so it was like, if you just would have had UC on the bench. He would have won game one.
Hey, the other day I was with the GF. We were walking downtown, and Mac T cruised by us on a bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that's Mac T. He had a sweet bike, bro.
Did he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so cool. You're supposed to say cool story, bro, because it's not a cool story. But
He probably stole the bike.
So Calvin Pickard, just like the Oilers, and just like Joaquin said, they're like a train. They get better as the game wears on, and they're brilliant in the third. Like a 980 save percentage in the third period and overtime combined is unreal for Calvin Pickard in 5 games. His worst is the second period, a little bit better in the first, but then in the third he takes off. So that's a good sign for the Edmonton Oilers. That was Inside the Numbers, of course, always brought to you by Play Alberta. Make sure to check out our promo codes if you want to play free bet on sports. You'll get $100 free bet on sports by depositing $20. All you got to do is use the promo code 100sports. So get in on the action. 2 games on tap today. You got NBA, you got MLB, so lots of options for you to make a little money if you want to sprinkle a little bit. In the second segment, we will hear from Conor McDavid. He spoke with the media today down in Las Vegas. How many times have you been to Vegas?
Once.
Only once? Where'd you stay?
Was it the Imperial Palace? It was for training camp with the Oilers.
Okay.
We had a 3-team tournament. It was us, Chicago, Boston, and the Las Vegas Thunder.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I've told you this, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget things.
You don't listen to me.
Would you go back to Vegas?
Not right now.
No, but like in essence, like, are you like if you go, do you play roulette? Do you slots? Do you like just going for food?
I don't. Yeah, I would probably be more interested in
some good grub.
Some of those like diner, drive-ins, and dives places in Vegas, and then I wouldn't mind seeing a show or something like that.
Going to the Sphere.
Go to the Sphere and see something. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's pretty damn cool.
I mean, I don't know, even the F1 race, right?
Ooh. Okay, we'll get to F1, but I just want to ask you, F1 race, would you rather go to Dallas, Miami, or Vegas?
For the F1 race?
Yeah.
Dallas, Miami, or Vegas? Ooh. You know, after hearing Tim talk about it, I'm kind of leaning towards Miami, but in the one in is it outside of Dallas there? It's like outside, right? So there's camping. I think it's kind of like a camping trip kind of thing. But just from what Tim said and being in the Hard Rock Stadium, it's kind of different. I think I might go Miami.
Yeah, I'm thinking Miami too.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Man, we got to get down to a race. I'd even go to Montreal. My nephew went to Montreal for F1 a couple of years ago. He said it was unreal.
Well, it wasn't you, but I think Tommy was talking to Vinny Desharnais the second year, and he said, how was the summer? It was great. You know, I went to the race for the first time in Montreal. He said it was amazing, just absolutely amazing. He'd never been to the F1 race. So
Van Owen says Austin, not Dallas.
Austin. Yeah, Austin. Sorry.
All right, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to hear La Bamba live from a group of legends? Los Lobos will be at the River Cree on May 15th. If you want to switch it up, the next night you got Bump and Grind with Drew Hill and Genuine. For tickets, go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. Up next, we continue to talk some Chell, some F1, and we'll hear from Edmonton Oilers captain Conor McDavid as he met with the media earlier this afternoon. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. We're back after the break. Here's Koob Sports Update.
There's 2 games in the NHL. Game 2, Toronto, Florida shakes down. Anthony Stolarz is out for the Leafs after he took an elbow to the head from Sam Bennett of the Panthers in Game 1. Joseph Woll gets a start tonight for the Leafs, with Toronto leading the series 1-0. Elsewhere, it's Dallas and Winnipeg having Game 1 of their series. That one goes after the Toronto-Florida game. And back in Edmonton, the Elks have signed 3 players, 2 players from the University of BC. In running backs, Isaiah Knight and defensive back Jermaine Dobbs. The other moves saw fullback Skylar Griffith getting a deal. And TSN's Dave Naylor is reporting that the Packers are expected to offer a contract to quarterback Taylor Elgersma after he attended minicamp this past weekend, with Elgersma going 18th overall in last month's CFL draft to the Blue Bombers. Meanwhile, Zach Caleros of the Blue Bombers has been suspended for 1 game after he failed to respond to a drug testing request. While on the court, the Knicks and Celtics throw down for Game 2. New York leads 1-0 before the Nuggets tip off with the Thunder in Game 2, OKC trailing the series. And after 8-3 loss to the Angels yesterday, Toronto and LA rematch. Right now, 3 games are underway, having the Mets and D-backs runless in the end of the second inning. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leuke. Locally owned and operated since 1993, they're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leuke. They're the experts you need to know. We hear the voice of Conor McDavid once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
Your home for great performances is the Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
And there they go to Sentinel Storage. The snowblower and winter gear goes in. They shoot, we store.
Need extra space? Store your winter gear with Sentinel Storage and win extra space at home. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Timeout, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place, anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Strike up some fun at the Banquet Bar. Bowling, drinks, and a great time with friends where the good times roll. Whether you're here to bowl or just hang out, the Banquet Bar is your go-to spot. Get real, play hard at the Banquet.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
2:26. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here live from the William Huff Studios. It's been a fun show so far. Oilers doubled up the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 1, 4-2, dominating, relentless game by the Edmonton Oilers. It's gonna be fun to watch the game tomorrow and see what they can do in Game 2. Whew, they win that one. Boy, oh boy, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. Toronto tonight takes on the Florida Panthers in Game 2. And the one of the most fascinating series kicks off from Winnipeg as the Dallas Stars and Jets meet. Should be fun. Sounds like Robertson, Scheifele will be in for this game. Neither coach would commit to it, but they were taking rushes in the top 6, so it's a good a good indication they will both play. Joaquin, you want to hear from El Capitan?
Yes, I would.
All right. Conor McDavid met with the media today. He's been good. And they're getting depth scoring, though, and it's helping out this gentleman because he doesn't have to do it all, which is a great sign for the Edmonton Oilers. Here is Conor McDavid in Las Vegas earlier today.
Do you feel come with something different?
At this point in the season, I don't know how different you can make your game. I would just expect their level to go up, just like I expect our level to go up, as the series goes on. I expect both teams to get better and better.
You guys, since 5 straight comebacks, you're calm in those situations. What would you say Chris's sort of influence on that is, too? You seem like a pretty calm guy, and you don't see a lot of animation or panic back there behind you.
Yeah, certainly calm. As you said, I think the group is just comfortable in those situations. We've been there plenty of times. It's not necessarily the best position to put yourself in. We got to work on getting off to better starts and not putting ourselves in that position. But we've shown that we can come back in games and win, and it's a great quality to have.
You said after Game 6, I think it was one of the best games Connor Brown had played as an Oiler. He obviously had a huge goal last night. Can you just describe the elevation in his game in the postseason?
Yeah, you saw it last year as well. Seems to really thrive in the postseason. A huge goal last night, beautiful goal. He's got lots of confidence right now, as he should, and it's been a big part of our group. For the last couple of years. So the job he does on the penalty kill, pitches in offensively every now and then. He's a leader in our room. He's been great.
And the second goal last night, Leon provided just a little bit of a screen on Eichel as you gained the offensive zone and generated that goal. I guess you probably came into the series expecting to get a face full of Eichel, but are those kind of plays that help you, especially here in Vegas when they have last line change?
A lot of different ways I can answer that question. I guess I don't know which part you're asking about. We're comfortable playing against anyone. They're a great line, obviously. When they load up that line. Eichel's a great player. Stone's a great player. Carlson. Go down the list. They're a great team. They have great line, great depth. So whoever you face, it's always going to be a challenge. I thought last night our line as a whole did a good job of kind of driving some of the play and creating chances. Found a way to get two, which is good.
You guys have won 5 games after an uncertain start to the playoffs. What clicked, do you think?
Well, I think it's kind of a byproduct of us not getting a ton of reps together coming down the stretch. Guys not necessarily being fully healthy to start. It was definitely clunky first 2 games there in LA, but I thought we've responded since. Our game's just building. I know that's weird to say in the middle of the playoffs, but when you don't have a ton of runway with the group coming down the stretch, we're putting the pieces together and building our game as we go. And I think you're seeing it get better and better, and I'd expect to continue to see it get better and better, which is a good thing.
You were very complimentary of Connor Brown after Game 6 against Los Angeles, and had a pretty good game last night. What is playoff Connor Brown like? What does he mean to this group? What stakes are higher?
Are we not doing the writers thing after? No, we're not. We're doing the big group one. Okay. Brownie, touched on him before you guys got here, but Brownie's been great. Saw it in the postseason last year as well. He seems to be able to elevate his game. He's got an intensity about him that only few have, and he's just able to raise it at the most important times. Obviously, saw that last night with a big goal. Saw that in Game 6 against LA, and in big moments he was big. So. Big part of our group.
You had a couple guys in your team coming off major injuries, or at least surgery or injury. Climberg, Brown. You had a big injury, and you came back from it. It wasn't in season, but can you speak to sort of what's going on between your ears when you're back on the ice and hoping everything's right? And, what's the procedure like?
Coming back from an injury?
Yeah, coming back from that big an injury.
Yeah, it's more mental than it is physical, I would say. Physically, you do everything possible to get yourself, right. But at the end of the day, you got to go out and play, and that's tough mentally. You're hoping everything holds up, and obviously Klinger is playing great for us. He really is, breaking the puck out great, defending well, breaking plays up. So he's been great for us.
That was Conor McDavid meeting with the media. Didn't seem like he was in the best of moods. I think he just doesn't like most pro players, I guess.
Very monotone.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a little, not frustrating, but he's out there for. Guys don't like doing media anymore.
No, they don't.
We were talking about this before. Like, it's changed so much.
I worked as a communications guy with the Elks.
Yeah.
Trust me, they don't like doing it. They'll do it, but they're always like, oh.
Yeah.
And it's most of the time it's nothing to do with the media. They just don't want to do media. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't.
Yeah, I guess. I don't understand. Whatever. I guess maybe it's because no one ever really wanted to talk to me when I talked to media all the time, but not like when without their pen and paper in hand, they'd talk to me. They didn't need any quotes from me at all. But back in the day when you'd go into the dressing room, the media would come in and we'd all be sitting there in the room. And now everyone, like, it's like a light comes on and there's cockroaches. Like everyone goes into the back and they send out one or two guys. Part of me, I don't like it because I think there's a lot to get from guys not named Connor and Leon, and that's who everyone wants to get and talk to because they're the big dogs. But sometimes you can get some good stuff and some personality of other people that you probably don't hear from a lot, right?
Yeah, no, that's extremely fair. I know because you have to open the room once a week for practice in the CFL.
Okay.
So we did it once, and the guys went in there, and it was like it was funny because the media hadn't done it in so long, and the players hadn't done it in so long.
Just COVID?
Everybody was just kind of staring at each other, like, what do we do, right? But then after, especially with the Elks, and in the months they play, it was always nice outside. So the media was like, let's just do it outside. Like,
nice.
I don't need to be in the room.
Yeah.
Right? So people thought the room was closed, but it's not closed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then same with postgame. We decided to bring guys out. It's just easier. Right? Like it was just easier. Who do you want? And we have a nice little lounge there that the guys can go there and kind of do it. Because especially if you win, like the music's blaring. Do you know what I mean? It gets pretty loud in there.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah. So it's interesting though. Like, because back in the day, you just walk in the room and walk up to a guy, hey, can I ask you a few questions? It's a little bit different now.
I guess you wouldn't have had a job then, huh?
Well, you still let them in and you give them like, you guys got 10 minutes. And then obviously if a player is like, hey, I'm not feeling it. Like then you go, well, then go hide in the back. Right. Like,
did you have to do that to guys?
Not necessarily. Cause in my second year, we opened the room after every game and it was usually quarterback, guy who had a good game or whatever.
Did you ever have to get like confrontational with a media guy?
No. I remember one time it was a little bit awkward. Taylor Cornelius had a really bad game, and the media went right to him, and he wasn't having it. So then we had to tell him, okay, then just go to the trainer's room for now. And then because Jared Daggy ended up playing half the game, and Jared's like, I'll do it. And then Gino Lewis got up. He goes, I'll answer questions. Like, come to me.
Oh,
yeah. So, I mean, again, that was on me. I could have handled it better. I should have said, Taylor, they're coming straight to you. Like, be ready. And if not, like, then go to the back. But again, learning the ropes of how to maneuver in the dressing room. And then most of it's the crowd goes where the main camera, TSN would go, right? Rashog and
yeah.
And then, but some guys would like Danny Barnes would drift off and do his own thing. And they would go interview their own guys, right? And generally the players were pretty good. I think there was one or two players that were like, no, I'm not talking. Like straight up to the media and say, yeah.
So you never had to get rough with Rashog at all?
No. It's cool though. It's And the tough part was because when I was there, we lost a lot, right?
Yeah.
So the mood was always
down. Yeah.
And the players were like, "Oh, do I really like?" And again, you as the communications, you can't take it personal because they're not huffing and puffing and swearing at you. They're swearing at
everything. Yeah.
You know, we just lost. Like for example, we just lost 9 straight. Like, what do you want? Like, what else can I say at this point? Right?
Yeah, not much.
And the one good thing about Chris Jones, even though he made the media wait forever, and it was impossible to get him out early, but he stood there and he faced it every game.
Oh, did he?
Well, he has to, but he always had good answers, and sometimes he'd chirp back at players. I mean, at media. And,
okay.
It was a little bit different. So it's a different animal, Joaquin.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating, that look behind the curtain a little bit. I like it. I mean, looking at Knobloch, it was funny. Him in front of the media was completely different than Woodcroft, right? He had shields up and was elusive
and would push back. And, be almost confrontational.
Way more than Chris is.
Oh, Chris is so laid back.
Yeah,
but it's kind of how his team is now.
A little bit, yeah.
They're calm, cool.
They've taken the persona of their coach. That's natural, I think, a little bit.
So it's like in my first year in the job, it was a big learning curve. I'll be honest, because you're the guy that has to go, hey, media wants to talk to you. We just got pumped 50-10. Do you know what I mean? But then you learn you kind of prepare them, Joaquin.
Yeah.
Right. So then we learned the second year is like, hey, I'd give the team 5 minutes after coach, and they would break it down and say, media's in here in 5 minutes, so do whatever you have to do in those 5 minutes. Like cool off, clear your head.
Yeah.
And then I'd warn the starting quarterback, they're coming straight for you. You're the first one usually. So, and they're usually pretty good.
You better warm up those pipes.
Why is that? Didn't I say 200?
No, you didn't. You said 175, and we got to get out for break here so you can do your vocal warm ups. And I promise everyone we'll dive deep into that Jets game right after this.
All right. We say hello to the Winnipeggers, the WSTers, the Hustlerites. How you doing? Are you nervous for tonight's game? Excited? 200 and Hernan sings the bum bum. And we got an extra voice today. Benny's going to join in.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Hey, don't stop hammering that thumbs up. Let's get to over 200. The Oilers are rolling. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milner coming up. They're going to have the wonderful Gene Principe on the show. Doesn't get any better than this. Let's go. We're back after the break. Here's our guy, Koob, with your sports update.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Toronto hosts Florida for Game 2. The Leafs took Game 1. Joseph Woll gets a start for Toronto. Anthony Stolar is being ruled out of the game after he took an elbow to the head from Florida's Sam Bennett in their series opener. And from Winnipeg, the Stars and Jets dropped the puck to kick off their series. Jason Robertson is a game-time decision for the Stars. Miro Heiskanen being ruled out for Dallas, while Winnipeg's Mark Scheifele and Josh Morrissey are game-time decisions. In the CFL, the Elks have made a couple moves for the first day of rookie camp, signing 3 players, including defensive back Jermaine Dobbs, running back Isaiah Knight, and fullback Skylar Griffith. Back out east, Winnipeg's Zach Carlaros has been suspended for 1 game for failing to respond to an off-season drug testing request. And TSN's Dave Naylor has reported that the Packers are expected to offer Blue Bombers' 18th overall pick Tyler Elgersma a contract. In basketball, the Knicks and Celtics open up the night at 5 o'clock. Boston trailing 1-0 in the series. After that, Denver hits the court in OKC. Nuggets winning Game 1. And from LA, the Jays and Angels rematch. Jose Barrios gets the ball for Toronto right now. It's the Giants and Cubs going at it with 3 games underway. Chicago trails by 2 runs. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. With 240 unique courses and technology that tees up the ball for you, Gimme Virtual Golf is where innovation meets the game. Visit their website at gimmevirtualgolf.ca. It's the final segment of EST Afternoons, bringing us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch. keeping you up to date.
Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Good friend, former NHL defenseman Sean Bell checking in.
Vegas's defense is much better than LA's. They do a great job of keeping shots to the outside. Aiden Hill is a big goaltender. They got to get to the middle of the ice. They got to break through. It can't be perimeter hockey. And when they do, the very first thing, obviously, which sounds super cliche, is east-west hockey.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Play more tables and games. Play more tables and games. Make the most of your bad game. Oh, you want to, you need to, you know just what you gotta do. It's time to add some fun to your life. Make the most of your bad game. Play more tables and games. PlayMoreGames.ca.
It's 2:43. Welcome back. EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. It's great times. Yeah, playoffs are fun, eh?
It's a different animal.
You know what's weird, Joaquin? Because when the Oilers were kind of that mid-tier team, that, fighting for a playoff spot, we adored the regular season. Now it's like just get the regular, just get me to the playoffs, man.
So, you were just begging for just to watch a good game.
Yeah,
that's all you wished for, right? Because you knew that was probably all you were going to get all season, and now you get this. And like I said yesterday, enjoy it, embrace it.
Yeah.
Go nuts like you are with now they're going to sweep them and stuff. And then if they lose next game, you go right into the pit of despair.
Enjoy the pressure.
Oh, yeah. What do they say? Pressure's a privilege?
Yeah. Enjoy and embrace the chaos that is the Stanley Cup playoffs. Last year was awesome. Because, again, my fandom returned last year because I wasn't doing radio. So I was watching the games and sweating and swearing and screaming. And that Vancouver series almost killed me.
Really?
Oh, man. The anxiety. Holy. That last game, they were up 3-0. And then Vancouver makes it 3-2, 10 minutes to go. Holy smokes. Those 10 minutes couldn't go slower. It was just stress.
Dusty in the Nasty Chat. Have we already got La Bamba? No, Dusty. Hernan tried to push the goalpost, but the Nasties, they're Automatica, and they put that thing right through. So we'll probably end the show on a.
We'll see. When you hear Lou Diamond Phillips, you know what's coming, right? You know what's coming. Again, we're gonna do it because they won the first game. And then we're doing it once they win the series.
Hey, you said you were going to do it, so don't. And now we're almost at. You moved it. What did you? I said 150. Then you moved it to 175.
I was going to do 200.
No, now you're going to do 200, but it's we're 4 away. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be crazy times, man. So F1.
Colapinto, huh?
What do you make of that?
Doohan didn't have a good last couple races. Not great,
Yeah.
And Alpine seems to be in shambles, too. the
race engineer leaves.
The prince. Everything's kind of in flux there. The only steady thing is Gasly, right? But Colapinto, if you watched last season, he's a really good race driver. Then there's been rumors that he's going to take that seat all season. Like even from the lead up in January, they said, "Well, we'll see how it goes in the first few races." So upset for Doohan, but I'm happy to see Colapinto back in there.
Yeah, so it says he was going to be in for the next 5 rounds on the F1 site. That means the next 5 races. The Argentinian will be alongside Pierre Gasly. Do you think they'll get better results with Colapinto?
Well, the Alpine's been okay. Like Gasly, what he's been putting it in Q3 a couple times there. Had the crash though, that kind of hurt. We'll see. Tim Hernand said on Monday that a lot of teams start bringing upgrades once they get back to Europe here. So maybe they can unlock a little bit more. I'd like to see them be the top of that mid tier.
So Doohan and Lawson lose their seat. Lawson's still in F1 though. He just goes down to the Bulls team there. I think Tim Hernand said when we asked him of all the rookies, who do you see getting replaced? I think he said Jack Doohan.
Yeah. He said it at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
He could see that. First was Lawson, happened right away.
Yeah.
Doohan's next. I think Bortoletto, he'll get a pass just because that car is not
good.
Is not good, right? And
he's still racing good though.
Yes, he's doing well. And Antonelli, what can you say, man? The guy's 18.
Hadjar's been good too.
Hadjar's been good too. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. He's been really good.
Berriman's good.
Yeah, Berriman. Yeah, I don't see any other changes.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is insane. 248 in the City of Champions.
Here's a bit of a rattlesnake.
Let's go, baby! Game 1 win in the second round for the Edmonton Oilers. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia para mí, para ti. Allá arriba, allá arriba. Allá arriba, allá arriba. Por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Everyone now! La la bamba, la la bamba, la la bamba, la la bamba. All right.
Clicks for Hernan.
I love how you did that.
Oh, you like it? I'm adding.
I was a little bit high, and I got too excited talking about the Oilers, and I missed my cue. But I caught up.
Look at this! Everyone's happy.
In Elders we trust us. This is painful.
Painful in a good way.
Oh man, yeah.
Epic.
Hey, you guys asked for it. That was good. Not singing today, but
That's good.
good times. The next time you'll hear that is when the Oilers eliminate the Vegas Golden Knights.
Ooh.
Benny,
Oilers owe it to the fans to do that. Then
Benny, did you like that?
I loved it.
All right,
that was awesome.
Good
Joined in, it was
stuff.
great. You're a performer.
Well, thank you.
He is.
I was a little off cue there, but yeah, we made it happen.
It's okay.
Am I watching EST or is that Spotify? Let's go.
Maybe that's the name of the next sports team. The La Bambas.
Natalie said, Canadian singing in Spanish? Not bad. Well, I have Spanish background, so yeah.
They obviously don't know your history.
No.
In the jungles of Chile.
Oh, man. That was good times.
It was good.
Good times.
Okay. Jets. Stars. Tonight. Who you got?
I think the Jets, they're still on that high, man. Hellebuck's going to turn it around. He's going to be amazing.
And they only got Rantanen over there, right? They're a one-man team.
They're a one-man team. They got Rupe Hintz. Wyatt Johnson's a hell of a player.
Yeah.
That Harley guy, man.
He makes you forget about Heiskanen.
You know what? It's that meme that with Shaq, he goes, sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game. That's how I feel about him. Because he came onto the Four Nations because all the guys were on vacation.
Yeah. And you're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a really, really good player. Part of me likes him because he's Canadian, but I'm in the Jets corner. I'd like to see them. It looks like Scheifele's going to play.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Robertson's a big one, too.
Robertson's big. Streaky score, though. Lots of time off. Morrissey, that's tough. But who wins the... Again, this is the one of the X factors. Well, maybe not an X factor, but the goaltending in this series is the most interesting thing to me, probably because I was a goaltender, and having these two guys go up against each other. And then please, Winnipeggers, please start the chant U.S. backup. I think that's hilarious.
Oh, that's a good one. And Ellers We Trust says, thank you, Edmonton, for Heiskanen. Did they hurt him? I thought it was Mark Stone who hurt him.
No, it's Stone that kind of toe picked and ran into his knee, right?
That's what I thought.
But I don't know.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to sing if the Jets win?
What do you want me to say? What's the Jets win song?
Oh, yeah. What is the Jets win song?
Maybe we can work something out here.
Let's,
Matt Hyman. Charlie, if you're there, Phyllis, what's the Jets win song?
Yeah, what do they play? Do they
Please
play?
tell. Every team plays a song after they win, right?
I think so.
Well, you can't be singing a song for every team, though. Hernan will
Depends
be
on the song.
Definitely not singing for Tirana.
You think we could get Reed to sing some Def Leppard, maybe?
Oh.
When you make love, do you look in the mirror? That would be good, Reed, actually. Is that the lyrics? I don't even know. I think it is.
These eye.
These eye? You mean? These eye?
What do we got here? Natalie says Sweet Caroline. The Top Gun song. Which one's that one? Danger Zone?
Highway to the Danger Zone.
Danger
Well,
Zone?
that's Hyman's goal song.
What's the Winnipeg Jets winning song? Like when they win the game at home, what do they play through the speakers there at the arena?
Oh, I don't like our chances.
Charlie
Judas
says some
Priest.
heads are going to roll. Judas Priest. Is that for real? We can probably sing some Judas Priest. I want to hear Hernand do Party All the Time. Can you just sing, Sweet Caroline?
All right. We got to get out.
We got to get out. Gager's got to go here. I'm running again today.
It's a time to go.
Today's my longest run of the week. I'm dreading it.
What?
I got to run 6 miles today.
Oh, Jesus. You're still doing that?
Yeah, you think I can?
The full 6 right now?
It's going to be tough, man. I had to do 3 miles yesterday. I almost died.
Well, don't smoke while you're doing it.
Yeah, running with a dart. Hey, I was going to say a big thanks, but we had no guests because no one wants to join us. Tomorrow, game 2. EST's all over it. Full coverage from 6 a.m. until 7:30 when puck drop happens. Thank you to all our listeners here in Edmonton, all over the world, our Winnipeg audience. You guys are the best. 210 thumbs up. You guys are awesome. For Benny Blanco from the Bronx, Koob Nation, Walk, I'm Salas. Stay tuned for Reed Wilkins and Jay Milne. We're back tomorrow. Love you guys. Enjoy the day. Ciao.
Dirt.